10 natural remedies to get rid of warts and moles. Warts and moles are common skin growths that most people experience at some point in their lives. While generally harmless, these bumps may be bothersome due to their appearance and, in some cases, their location on the body. Many people seek out natural remedies as a way to deal with these growths without turning to more invasive treatments like freezing, surgery, or harsh chemicals. Natural remedies are popular for a reason. They're often made from ingredients you likely already have at home and may be applied easily. These treatments work gradually to shrink or fade warts and moles, giving you a gentler alternative to medical procedures. However, patience is key when using natural methods, as they require consistent use over time to be effective. In today's video, we will explore several remedies, breaking down how each works and what makes them effective in treating warts and moles. Also, stay tuned till the end to find out the conditions under which people may develop warts and moles more frequently. Now, let's start the video. 1. Apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is often used as a natural remedy for warts and moles because of its unique properties. Its effectiveness largely stems from the high concentration of acetic acid it contains, which has a corrosive effect on the abnormal skin cells that form these growths. When apple cider vinegar is applied to a wart or mole, the acidic nature of the vinegar gradually starts breaking down the tissue. This process may cause the outer layers of the growth to peel away over time, leading to an eventual reduction in size or even the complete removal of the wart or mole. One of the reasons apple cider vinegar is popular for this use is because it is a readily available and inexpensive option. It provides a non-invasive alternative to more aggressive treatments like freezing or laser therapy, which may be costly and sometimes painful. However, it's important to note that, while apple cider vinegar may be effective for many people, it does require patience. Results often take time to appear, with consistent daily applications needed for several weeks or even months in some cases. The acidic nature of apple cider vinegar may also cause skin irritation, especially if applied undiluted or if used on sensitive skin. Some users may experience redness, burning, or discomfort during the process. To mitigate these effects, it is often recommended to dilute the vinegar with water before applying it directly to the skin or to apply a protective barrier like petroleum jelly around the wart or mole to prevent irritation to the surrounding skin. It is essential to monitor the area closely and discontinue use if severe irritation occurs. 2. Garlic. The key component in garlic is allicin, a sulfur compound that is released when garlic is crushed or chopped. When garlic is applied to a wart or mole, the allicin penetrates the skin and begins to break down the cells that make up these growths. It is believed that the enzymes in garlic may help dissolve the clusters of cells in warts, causing them to shrink and eventually disappear. Additionally, the antiviral nature of garlic helps to inhibit the spread of the virus responsible for warts, which may prevent new warts from forming. For moles, garlic's properties are a bit different. Moles are typically clusters of pigmented skin cells and are not caused by a virus, but garlic's enzymes may still play a role in lightening or breaking down the excess pigment over time. Continuous application of crushed garlic to a mole may cause it to become lighter, flatter, or even disappear altogether in some cases. Using garlic as a treatment involves crushing a clove and applying the raw paste directly to the wart or mole. The area is usually covered with a bandage after applying the garlic to ensure the paste stays in contact with the skin. The process is repeated daily, often for several weeks, depending on the size and depth of the wart or mole. It's essential to keep an eye on the skin for signs of irritation, such as redness or blistering, and discontinue use if the reaction becomes too severe. 3. Banana peel. The inside of a banana peel contains proteolytic enzymes, which are believed to help dissolve warts by breaking down the protein that makes up the wart tissue. This softening effect on the skin gradually causes the wart to weaken and shrink over time. In addition to the enzymes, banana peel is rich in antioxidants, which may support the healing process and help protect the skin from further irritation or infection. These antioxidants contribute to the peel's overall ability to promote skin health and regeneration. Applying the inside of a banana peel to the wart provides a natural, non-invasive method to address the growth while simultaneously nourishing the surrounding skin. To use banana peel as a remedy, people typically cut a small piece of the peel and place it with the inner side against the wart or mole. The peel is then secured in place with a bandage, allowing the enzymes to work on the wart or mole overnight. This process is repeated daily until the wart or mole shows signs of shrinking or fading. 4. Castor oil. The primary component in castor oil that makes it effective for this purpose is ricinoleic acid, a fatty acid known for its anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial effects. When applied to warts, castor oil creates a thick, sticky barrier that helps keep the area moisturized and prevents the wart from becoming dry or irritated. This moisturizing effect allows the skin to remain soft, which is important as the oil works to gradually dissolve the wart tissue. The ricinoleic acid in the oil also helps inhibit the growth of the virus responsible for warts, further contributing to the reduction of the wart. Because warts are caused by a viral infection, usually HPV, the antimicrobial properties of castor oil may be beneficial in helping the body combat the virus while the oil works on the surface. For moles, castor oil may help lighten and soften the pigmented cells that form the mole. By keeping the skin hydrated and encouraging cell turnover, castor oil may gradually reduce the appearance of the mole. While it doesn't work as quickly as some medical treatments, its gentle approach may be appealing for those seeking a natural, non-invasive option. To use castor oil as a remedy, people often apply the oil directly to the wart or mole and massage it in, ensuring that the oil fully covers the growth. Some choose to mix the castor oil with baking soda to create a paste, which may enhance the oil's effectiveness by adding a mildly abrasive quality that helps exfoliate the skin. Regular application, typically twice a day, is necessary for castor oil to work effectively and produce noticeable results. 5. Tea tree oil. When applied to a wart, tea tree oil works by attacking the virus that causes the wart, typically the human papillomavirus. The antiviral properties of tea tree oil help to disrupt the virus's ability to grow and spread, which may ultimately cause the wart to shrink and disappear over time. The oil's drying effect also plays a role, as it helps dehydrate the wart, making it less hospitable for the virus. This gradual process often leads to the wart eventually falling off, leaving behind clearer skin. In terms of moles, while tea tree oil is not directly known to dissolve pigment cells like it does with warts, some people believe that consistent application may help reduce the appearance of moles over time. This is thought to be due to the oil's ability to penetrate the skin deeply and promote overall skin health and regeneration. The oil's drying effect may also help shrink moles, especially if they are raised, by gradually reducing the cells that contribute to their size and texture. Tea tree oil is typically applied directly to the wart or mole using a cotton swab. Because of its potency, it is often recommended to dilute the oil with a carrier oil, such as coconut or olive oil, especially for those with sensitive skin. The diluted oil should be applied twice daily, and regular use over several weeks is usually necessary to see any noticeable changes. Additionally, care should be taken to avoid using tea tree oil on open wounds or broken skin, as it may cause irritation. 6. Aloe Vera. For warts, aloe vera works primarily through its antiviral and skin-repairing properties. Warts are caused by a viral infection, and aloe vera contains substances like malic acid, which have been found to inhibit viral activity. The gel also contains compounds that help reduce inflammation and promote the healing of the affected skin. When applied to a wart, aloe vera helps soften the tissue and reduce irritation, making the wart less painful and inflamed. Over time, with consistent application, the wart may shrink as the immune system is supported in combating the virus and the tissue begins to break down. When it comes to moles, aloe vera is believed to aid in lightening the skin and reducing the appearance of pigmented growths. Moles are clusters of pigmented cells, and while aloe vera doesn't directly remove these cells, its skin-repairing compounds may help encourage cell turnover and regeneration. This process may gradually lighten the mole or reduce its prominence. The gel's soothing nature also helps prevent irritation or inflammation around the mole, making it a gentle option for those seeking non-invasive treatments. Aloe vera is typically applied directly to the wart or mole by extracting the gel from a fresh leaf and massaging it into the skin. The gel is allowed to dry on the skin, where it forms a protective layer that promotes healing. This process may be repeated multiple times daily, and the key to success with aloe vera is consistency. Over time, the skin will begin to repair itself, and the wart or mole may reduce in size or appearance. 7. Pineapple juice. Pineapple juice is sometimes used as a natural remedy for warts and moles due to the presence of a group of enzymes known as bromelain. Bromelain is known for its ability to break down proteins, which is why it's commonly used in cooking as a meat tenderizer. When applied to warts, bromelain may help break down the protein that makes up the wart tissue, gradually softening and eroding the growth over time. For moles, the exfoliating properties of pineapple juice may help lighten the mole over time. Moles are clusters of pigmented cells, and while pineapple juice does not directly target the pigmentation, its ability to promote skin regeneration may encourage the mole to fade or shrink. The juice's natural acidity helps to gently peel away the outer layers of skin, which could reduce the appearance of the mole. The application process for pineapple juice is relatively simple. Fresh juice is typically applied directly to the wart or mole using a cotton ball or cloth. The juice is left on the skin for a period of time, usually around 20 minutes, before being washed off. This treatment is repeated daily until the wart or mole shows signs of improvement. Because pineapple juice is highly acidic, it's important to monitor the skin for any signs of irritation, such as redness or discomfort. Diluting the juice with water may help reduce the risk of irritation, especially for those with sensitive skin. 8. Honey. Honey has been utilized in traditional medicine for centuries for its ability to help treat skin conditions. When applied to a wart, honey works by suffocating the wart tissue and preventing oxygen from reaching the virus that causes the wart. This oxygen deprivation may weaken the virus and halt its ability to proliferate, which in turn causes the wart to shrink and eventually disappear. Additionally, honey's antiviral properties help fight the underlying viral infection, supporting the body's immune response and reducing the likelihood of the wart spreading or reappearing. For moles, honey's enzymes and natural acidity may contribute to gradually lightening and reducing the appearance of pigmented skin cells. While honey does not directly remove moles, its nourishing and regenerative properties help improve the overall health of the skin, which may cause the mole to shrink or fade over time. The antibacterial and anti-inflammatory effects of honey also ensure that the surrounding skin remains healthy and free from irritation during the treatment process. To use honey as a remedy for warts or moles, it is usually applied as a thick layer directly over the affected area and then covered with a bandage to keep the honey in place. This treatment is typically left on for several hours or overnight and repeated daily until visible results are achieved. The consistency of raw or manuka honey makes it well suited for this purpose, as it adheres well to the skin and forms a long-lasting protective layer. 9. Baking soda. When applied to a wart, baking soda works by gradually wearing away the outer layers of skin. This slow exfoliation allows for the removal of dead skin cells and may help reduce the size of the wart over time. Baking soda's alkaline nature also disrupts the acidic environment that many bacteria and viruses prefer, making it harder for the HPV virus to thrive. Although baking soda does not directly kill the virus, its ability to create an inhospitable environment for viral activity supports the body's natural healing process. For moles, baking soda's exfoliating properties may help lighten the mole or reduce its size, especially if the mole is raised or protruding. By gently removing the outer layers of pigmented skin, baking soda may contribute to a less noticeable appearance of the mole. To use baking soda as a remedy, it is often combined with water or other ingredients, such as castor oil, to create a paste. This paste is then applied directly to the wart or mole, where it is left for a period of time before being rinsed off. This process is typically repeated daily until results are seen, though the length of time it takes may vary based on the size and nature of the growth. 10. Dandelion sap. Dandelion sap, also referred to as dandelion milk, has been traditionally used as a natural remedy for warts. The white, milky sap that oozes from the stem of the dandelion plant contains other bioactive substances that are thought to have antiviral and antimicrobial effects, helping to inhibit the virus's ability to persist in the skin. By weakening the virus, the sap gradually reduces the wart's size and appearance. Additionally, the slightly caustic nature of the sap may help exfoliate the outer layers of the wart, further aiding in its removal. For moles, dandelion sap is believed to help lighten the pigmented skin cells that make up the mole. While not as well studied as other natural remedies, the sap's ability to gently erode the surface of the mole over time could contribute to reducing its prominence. The sap's natural enzymes may aid in breaking down the excess pigment in the mole, leading to a gradual fading of the growth. The process for using dandelion sap as a remedy is straightforward. Fresh sap is harvested directly from the dandelion plant by snapping the stem and applying the milky substance to the wart or mole. The sap is typically left on the skin to dry, where it forms a protective layer that allows the active compounds to penetrate the growth. This treatment is usually repeated several times a day over the course of several weeks, with visible changes occurring gradually. Now, let's discuss who may develop warts and moles more frequently. Warts are caused by infection with the human papillomavirus, and individuals who are more likely to develop them include 1. Children and teenagers. Due to their more frequent exposure to the virus and less developed immune systems, children and teens often experience warts more frequently than adults. 2. Individuals with weakened immune systems. People with compromised immune systems, such as those with HIV or AIDS or those undergoing immunosuppressive treatments, are more prone to warts due to their body's reduced ability to fight off the infection. 3. People who frequently handle raw meat or have cuts. Warts may be transmitted through direct contact, so individuals who have regular skin exposure to environments where the virus thrives, like locker rooms, pools, or in occupations like butchery, are at a higher risk. 4. People with skin conditions. Those with skin conditions that cause cracks, cuts, or breaks in the skin are more susceptible to the virus entering the skin and forming warts. Moles, on the other hand, are not caused by a virus but rather result from clusters of pigmented cells. Factors that may increase the likelihood of moles developing include 1. Genetics. People with a family history of moles are more likely to develop them, as the tendency to form moles may be inherited. 2. Fair skin and light hair. Individuals with fair skin or light-colored hair are more prone to developing moles, especially when exposed to sunlight. 3. Sun exposure. Ultraviolet, UV radiation from the sun may cause the skin to produce more moles. People who spend a lot of time outdoors without proper sun protection are at a higher risk of developing new moles or changes in existing ones. 4. Hormonal changes. Moles may appear or change during times of hormonal shifts, such as puberty, pregnancy, or while taking certain hormone therapies. These natural remedies offer alternatives to conventional treatments for warts and moles, leveraging the unique properties of everyday ingredients. Consistent application and patience are key, as natural remedies often require time to show results. Before attempting any home treatment, it's essential to consult with a healthcare provider to ensure that the wart or mole is benign and safe for at-home removal. Now that we have discussed the many natural remedies to get rid of warts and moles, let's focus on other aspects. There are always other items in your pantry that may have immense health benefits. Are you interested in learning more? Watch 12 powerful health benefits of rosemary oil. Or watch 11 top health benefits of using baking soda daily. Watch one, or even better, watch both. Have you ever tried any of the remedies mentioned earlier? Let us know in the comments below.